You know, Disney Plus has a collection of Marvel quickies, not like that, relax, Marvel mini movies called one shots, which are literally just like shorts that happened during the Infinity Saga. No one talks about them, and so I'm just gonna talk about it right now. For the Infinity Saga Glazers, here you go, something for y'all to quench your thirst for something quality or whatever you call it. Whatever. I sat down and watched all of them the other day, and not gonna lie, so the first one is called The Consultant. Remember that the Hulk post-credit scene where Tony Stark and Thunderbolt Ross met? Yeah, this short actually, for whatever reason, gives you context for that scene. And it's not what you think. You would expect like Tony to ask Thunderbolt Ross to, help for the Avengers. No, it turns out like Jasper Sitwell and Agent Coulson were talking. Yes, Sitwell, the dude who would later turn on them and because he's a Hydra agent. They were just sitting down and be like, hey, guess what? Apparently, Emil Blonsky, aka Abomination, is going to be set for release because reasons. And for reasons, how do we convince Thunderbolt Ross to prevent it at all costs? We're going to send Tony to annoy him so hard. That's literally the entire show. That's literally it. It's just one conversation, which I was entertained by. I'm not going to lie. But it was funny how like this whole thing is just to explain context of a one post-credit scene, and I found it hilarious and I love it. Second one is called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Thor's Hammer, and I love it. It's just the first two literally star like Coulson, and then Coulson is like, hey, on the way to get Thor's hammer in the first Thor movie, on the way I got gas, and during getting gas, the gas station was about to be hit up with a robbery, and instead, you know what? As a shield agent, I'm going to ore farm. I'm gonna ore farm and save the day. He's gonna ore farm and save the day, which I credit him for. It makes me miss Coulson more, not gonna lie. And I say this because I haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at all. Yes, I know some people have seen it. And I will watch it. I don't know when, but I will.
How much is this?
So the next one is called Item 47. And literally within the days, even weeks after Avengers 1. Remember the time when Vulture got technology from the Chitauri? Yeah, before him, there was this couple that decided to run crimes on them as well. The whole crime spree. Because they got one gun, and it's like one weapon. They're basically Bonnie and Clyde wannabes. Well, instead of murderers, they're robbers. So I don't know what you'd call them. And basically, Sitwell is like, I'm just gonna hunt them down. And so, miraculously, he traps them both. There's a whole action sequence that they fight. They're in a motel, and it's like, after one big old fight scene. However, he doesn't take them to prison or, kills them. He actually, hires them. Wildly hires them as new, S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. It's kind of weird. Well, then again, it's in keeping for Sitwell because, he's a Hydra agent. So I guess the next one is Agent Carter. This is before What If, guys. You need to relax. Just because her runtime is high does not make her annoying. What are y'all on about? This was even before the Agent Carter show and all that. This was just simply hey, so Steve Rogers went into ice and World War II ended and I don't know what to do much with my life. And then it's basically the generic plot of because they underestimate me so much. There is a case they're all looking for and I'm going to go in that case and I beat them all to the punch because I'm the main character. And I saved the day, and I completed I completed the mission they wanted to complete, just to prove them wrong, because woman. And then I proved it all so wrong that Howard Stark pulled up and was like, "Hey, she's joining Shield now. She's one of the main people, so y'all better treat her as such." And the next one is probably the main reason why I'm doing this video, and that is All Hail the King, starring Trevor, aka the dude that shows up in Iron Man 3 and Shang-Chi and Wonder Man. Funny. So basically, Trevor is literally just a prison short. It's literally just like, okay, ever since he pretended to be the Mandarin, you never see me coming. And because he's popular, and he's glazed up by the prisoners because, they never saw him coming.
Boss.
And they hyped him up. It was crazy, And then, turns out, but over time, he's been seeing this dude who's trying to document him or interview him for what went on and trying to get to his head, He's like, how do I study the Joker? He's like something like that. Turns out the whole time, the dude works for the Mandarin, and he was like, oh, I'm here to capture you. Like, I'm not here to kill you. I'm just here to capture you because it turns out that the Mandarin wants to see you. Oh, To be continued in Shang-Chi, the movie that I didn't think was gonna happen, but hey, we didn't know we were gonna make that movie, but whatever. These shorts are pretty fun, not gonna lie. Like, I really enjoy watching these. The final three is the one that's arguably the most well-known Marvel shorts, and that is Team Thor or Team Darrow. It's basically just a trilogy of Team not Civil War characters. Now, obviously, because Bruce Banner showed up in the first part, obviously neither of those three are technically canon. However, I would like to see Daryl be canon because Daryl deserves better. Daryl deserves better, especially after that. Especially being roommates with Grandmaster, which is a problem, which was kind of a problem. Those are weird shorts. Entertaining though. Literally, you could watch all of them in less than an hour. Practically an hour, and you'd be good. So thanks for watching, guys. So hope you have a great day. And Sir Yapala out.